Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here. Oh, hi friends. I love this block. um, anyhow, Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. Welcome to my crafty desk. I hope you are having a great day, and I really hope that everybody is doing well. Well wishes to all my friends. So I ended up folding some of these things. I couldn't wait. I sat here and I was like, I need to do some stuff, but I couldn't video because of certain things that were happening. So I just kind of played around a little bit, and I thought I would just come back and show you where I've gotten to and some ideas that I have. I think they're going to be so much fun. But what I did here is I did some stitching. I haven't attached anything, but on the tags that we cut on the last one, I still need to do some punching and some inking, maybe some light inking. You can see better on this side, the stitching. So I did my little squiggly line there, some zigzags on the sides. I've got threads hanging off here and there. I'll probably just leave them for now. I ended up doing a little bit of stitching around that. As you can see, I put some pretty yellow thread in there. And then I did a little squiggly on that one. I thought, I like this together. I think I'll keep it. So I wanted to mimic my little squiggle there. So we have that one so far, almost ready. This is going to be a journal card, so I had, nope, this is going to be, I'm so confused. This is also a tag because I have my little edges. I just did 2 messy rounds with stitching, straight line. There's that one. I like it. And then this one is cut the same way. It's a little bit shorter though. I cut it, I think, no, yeah? I don't know. I think it is a little bit shorter, yeah. I cut this little edge off on this one. I don't remember why, but anyways, I just did a zigzag all the way around. So you can see that on the back and like that. And then this is going to be a journal card, and it definitely needs a little something added to it, but I'm not doing that at the moment. But I did a zigzag all the way around it, and I did something I've never done, but I've always wanted to do because I see other people, and that's where I took my paper, I took it a little bit underneath the foot, say the foot's going there, instead of watching it on the side, I pulled it a little bit in so that the thread went around it. So the thread is all on the edge as well. I wonder if we can see it if I ink it. I don't know. I don't want to split my thread or break it, but maybe you can see it over here. It goes all the way across. I'm sure if you've received anything, if you've never done this yourself and you've received it, you probably have been like, oh, how did they do that? I was always scared, but I thought, what have I got to lose? So I tried it and I liked it. I tried it and I liked it. All right, so we'll put those tags up there. And then here's the piece that I cut off. So this is gonna go into my scraps. Along with those, I did not throw them away, just so you can, show you. Well, I have that one. Well, anyways, they're over there. That's over there. Okay, let's see what I've done. So this one was the butterflies, and it's not, honestly, like when I bought these napkins, I thought I'm going to love them because they're pink and they're butterflies, but they're not exactly what I like. I like a little bit of, I wonder if it's the vintage photo, and I'm thinking that that's what I like with this one. I think I like to age it a little bit, but I don't want it to look dirty, like grungy. Dirty? Dirty? Yeah, give it to me dirty. I'm just kidding. But you know what? I think you know what I mean. I want it to be a little bit, I love the vintage photo, the coffee dye anyways with that pink. So that's what I was thinking. I do like that already better. So I don't mind a little bit of brightness in there. That's fine. That's mighty fine. And so let's just do it this way. Now I also haven't sealed this napkin. So what I want to do with this, I kind of wonder, I would love your thoughts on this. I don't have the stuff, so I have to go buy it. I ran out, but that's okay. I don't want to order it because I don't want it to go through the mail right now with the weather being freezing at night still, because I don't want it to get damaged. But anyways, I want to get it sealed, and I do not want to use Mod Podge. I do have Mod Podge. I mean, I guess I could try and see. But, I've done it before. I don't hate Mod Podge. It has its place. I just prefer to use, can't remember what it's called. It's a Liquitex, I think product that I would prefer to use. Okay. Anyhow, so just go ahead and get that. So what I did when I did this one, I was folding it. I thought, can I make a journal cover with it? Maybe. I don't know. The napkin, all the butterflies go one way, and at the very end of it, they started to turn. For the napkin that was folded. I don't mind the butterflies coming upside down like that either. But when I folded it, I was thinking, I didn't want to do it in half because I really liked that tab part. So I'm so off the camera here. So I folded it in. I'm like, whoa, I wonder if that would work. So I have it folded. So that's as far as I've gotten. And I made a little 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. I think it's a 1/4 inch. Well, don't be a liar. Don't be a liar. It's about a 1/4. Yeah, it's a 1/4 inch. I did my best to get that and that one the same. I don't know if they are. I don't really care. My biggest thing was that I had a little bit of space so I could put something in there, like a little notebook. And same thing with that side, just a little notebook. And then I can use these pieces here to put like some pockets if I want, right? And then, so I just needed that. I wanted to make sure this tab was in the back. And I was doing my best to kind of get these the same. They're close. I don't know that they're perfect, but they're close. And then also making sure that I can close that way with that much of a gap. Same thing over here. I wanted a nice big gap, and that way I can decide how to make a closure. I don't mind the gap there. I can do something here, put like some lace, or that way. Honestly, I think it would go this way. I mean, it seems more realistic that I would use it this way. Boom, boom, bitty boom, 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 boom. Okay, one more down. Okay, let's put that one over to the side. Let's just close that up. So let's see, sunflowers. I was just like, I can't cut these up into tags. That's kind of what I wanted to do, but I just couldn't do it. When I seen them, I was like, I really like them. And I've done napkins and tissues before with making covers. But I thought one of the things that I did a lot this year, was it this year? Maybe I don't remember. But anyway, I've made notebooks and I really kind of like that whole little notebook thing. I am kind of nervous though, because it seems like whenever I want to make a notebook, I end up needing a little bit of a spine because it turns into kind of a journal. And they're kind of stiff, but they're not like sturdy for a book. I think it has to have like a little bit of a spine for me, the way I make them anyways. I think I definitely have a little bit of a spine, but maybe I'll just leave this one as is and just do a cute little notebook in here. And then some pockets and some little pockets or something on the inside. But I think that's really pretty. And then of course, you know, there'll be some decoration, but I love all the sunflowers. I mean, I don't think it needs a lot. I honestly want to just put like we'll see how it happens. I want to stitch around it, but I'm thinking I need to seal them. I feel like, yeah, so like if it got scraped with something, that napkin will tear. I don't want to show you because should I show you? It will tear. Yeah, it needs to be sealed with something. What should I seal it with? Maybe I should just go ahead and do one with Mod Podge and see how I like it. Then this one, so this was a hodgepodge of the leftover napkins. Well, this napkin right here, when I laid it down, I was like, oh, I wasn't liking the way it was laying out because it was specific, like, for spots. And it wasn't meshing with my brain, so I couldn't do it. It just wasn't working. So I went ahead and I used my water brush and I tore them all out. And then this one I messed up. And I was like, well, I can still play with it. And then as I was taking them out, so these squares were even larger than this one right here. So there was a lot of this black and white space, which is great, but I just couldn't work with it. So this was a leftover piece, of course, from this one. So I just chopped them all down and put them in different areas on here. And then I thought, okay, I'll just do that. And then I can just put this as like a master collage napkin board and maybe fill some more spots in. But then I started folding everything. So I was like, I'll just do the same thing with this. So now this one, what happened is I thought, how am I going to make this work? I couldn't remember. Like, what if I want to just make this a page? Because this one, I actually did the napkin on. This isn't cardstock, I don't think. I think I want to say this is like the 32-pound paper. That's what it felt like before I did this. And you can see, like, it's not file folder. This is file folder, which is more like a cardstock. This is paper, but with all the stuff on there, and it's a heavy-duty paper. So I thought this could be a page. That's right. That's right. This is going to be a page. Let me do this. This will be a page. I'm going to put it on the inside because my napkin is not sealed, and it will, trust me, for me anyways, it will tear it off. I had like a whole bunch of pens, but what did I do with them? Or pencil. Pencil will work. Yeah, there we go. Okay, is there lead? Is there lead in your pencil? Okay, there's no lead in this pencil. Oh my gosh. Does anybody else have that problem? No lead in your pencil? All right. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, this is a page, a book. Come on, Sandra, use as a signature page. I'm not sure what all is going to happen in this video because I didn't have a plan except for I wanted to come back and play with these. But I want to show you where I'm at before I start playing with them. This one, same thing. Same thing. Well, I go through the sticky notes here because I don't know how to make them, like, last. Like, if I would have realized that, I could have cut this in half, but that's all right. Okay. Use as a signature page. Actually, now that I have two of these, I have these two are pages. And this could be, well, this is going to be a notebook, not a book cover, but I guess I could make it one. It's going to be thick. No, this will be its own separate thing, a notebook. And then these can both be like in a signature. All right. Let's see. What else did I fold up? This one. And I think, did I fold this one? No, I did not fold that one. This one I folded up too. So this was quite cute. I liked this idea too. The only thing is this would be a backwards, well, it doesn't have to be. So this is the napkin, and it fit to this part, and I was going to just trim it off. I was going to do all kinds of things, but I made a little spine right there on this one. And then this page, see, I think I have to trim that off a little bit because I had already folded it. So this could either go in that way, and that's plenty of room, and then I could put some pockets right here, and I love that contrast. And then I can use some more of the file folder, I guess, on this side just to bring in that piece right here, right? But that would be another, just like a little notebook with some pockets, just cute. I just need to get it made. Just need to make it. Now, I think these are cute little things that if I end up doing the bazaar this year, which I'm on the fence with, really, those would be great little things to take because I can sell these pretty inexpensive, I think. And if I don't put too much crazy time into it, I can sell them pretty inexpensive at the bazaar. But if I don't do the bazaar, I can still keep them simple and not make them crazy expensive. And I can put them even in my coffe store, which, I don't know, between you and me, I feel like I've had, I don't know what I want to do. I just don't know. These ones I definitely want to make into journal cards. And then this one I haven't decided. There's no folds yet. This one, oh my gosh, my friends. This one has to be a journal cover. Isn't that beautiful? So I have more of these napkins. So I can make big journal cards. But I think before I get this done, oh my gosh, spit it out. How big is this? I want this to be a journal cover. But I need to have some space because I don't want this to be a notebook. I guess I could do another one and make it a notebook. I make this one a notebook. Confused much? Confused much? So it's not quite 12. I feel like since the napkin's actually big enough to fit over another one, maybe for a journal, I can do this again with this napkin and use one of the envelopes so I could fit the whole napkin on there. And then this can be a notebook. So that's another thing I was thinking of. Like, what if I made like, not like a really big journal, but what if I made like a journal and then I made like a little notebook and then I made like a little, like a little flippy thing or something. And then if somebody wanted to buy a whole set, they could get a whole set. That might sell better, I think, at the bazaar. I mean, the price would be more. They would have the option, and then I can break them apart. I don't know. So many things to think about, but I think this one for sure would be a notebook. So let's go ahead and give it a fold. And you can see, here's the thing. Here's what I was thinking on the back. I haven't folded it yet. Good night. Do I want to do the same thing I did with the other one? So this one, this tab is on the end. So what I was doing is working with the tabs. Where'd that other one go? This one right here. This tab was in the middle. So that's when I did that. I thought, okay, I could do that, and then I could do something up there. This tab, like this. I feel like I'm doing like this little piggy, and this little piggy, and this little piggy. But if I went to that end right there, see, that's cute. Just do it, you say? Just do it. What have I got to lose? Nothing. Nothing. Right? Nothing. Okay. Who am I trying to convince? That's what I say to, that's what I say that to myself too. But I say that to people too when they're telling me something and they're like, I'm like, and they keep saying, I'm like, okay, slow down. Who are you trying to convince, me or you? And that's what I feel like I'm doing right now. Who am I trying to convince? Okay, I have that there. And then no spine. And then if I did that, isn't that cute? I can match that up. Not like that. See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? It's just happening because I'm here with my friends. If I match those up like that, I still have room here. Boom, bitty, boom, boom. And then I can put like a little closure right there. I mean, and yeah, it's going to open this way to open it, but then your little notebook would be this way. So let's do that. Let's get this matched up. And with the napkin here, as best as I can. It's not going to be perfect because, you know, there's too much pressure for that. And I don't want to be under pressure. Okay, no pressure. Right, Kate. Now I do need to add some pressure because I need to get that down. Get down. All right. You know, it's funny. I love sunflowers. So, like, when I see them out in the wild, I love them. I don't always love a sunflower print. Don't know why. But when I go out, and then I'm like, I don't know why I don't like sunflowers. And I go outside and I see them in the wild, and I'm like, oh, I love sunflowers. And there's so many different kinds. And they're just so beautiful. They're just so happy and pretty and everything. And, but this sunflower here, with these, maybe it has to do with all the different greens, and it's kind of watercolory with the purples. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm really, really loving this. Okay, there, we have that one now. So we need a cute little closure on this one. This would be a cute little, like a little button thing, or a little, any kind really. Be like the little windy ones. All right, so there I have that, and that. These are all going to be like little notebooks and journal pages. Now let's get these ones cut. Oh, not this one. I haven't decided yet. I cut its friend down, the other color one, in journal cards. So I was thinking, oh, that's what I was thinking. I did have a thought. If I did it as a journal, I could use these ones because technically they have the same colors. It's just, so this blue is in here with that blue. I mean, these would be cute cards for inside here, right? Do I make one a journal or not? Do I make a skinny one with a tab that goes out? I feel like that tab would be much cuter if it was flipped the other way. Do I do it like that? I don't know if I want it on the bottom. I don't know if I want that right there. I can do two little notebooks. Or, okay, coming back to that one. Too much wishy-washy. Okay, let's cut these. And see where we're at. All right, I'm going to just kind of get these cut up here. These are the mushrooms. So we had a wild night last night. I don't know, last night's probably a different night than when you see this, but still, we had a wild night. So I was working on, it was after I did my video. I don't know, did I do it in the morning? Oh yeah, I did the video of this other one, you know, before this. I did it in the morning before I went to work. How big is this? I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just do a 3, 2.5. No, let's go 3. Sorry, this is a piece of cardstock, and this is an avocado dyed one. Okay. I wanted to know if I had it, like if I had to even this up first. I don't. Okay. Anyhow, so I went to work, and work was crazy. I came home. I felt like I told Jason, I was like, I feel like I was on a hamster wheel all day. It was crazy. And so I did talk to Shane. I was like, hey, I need to make sure we're on the same page. When you do, I know, because she was talking about hiring somebody else, I'm going to cover for her. I was like, because I just don't want to be that go-to person. Shane, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that sounds crappy. I just don't want to be like, I want to be the person that if nothing else is available, once in a blue moon, I'll be that person. I don't know. I said, I'm not trying to sound selfish. She's like, no, 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 you're not. And that's not what I'm doing. So I was like, okay, good. Good to know. Good to know. We're on the same page. Yay. And so, she's probably thinking, dang it, why did I give her that raise? I'm just kidding. I'm sure she doesn't think that. Let's go back to it. Let's do 3 again. Anyhow, so we had that, and then and it was just wow. I mean, like, there's just it's starting to get busy in our area. And I work, you know, in a we do actually long-term and short-term rentals, and so I'm gonna make this one 6, and this will be a little bit smaller. So we have a lot of applications, like a massive amount of applications that are coming in right now. And I think this one I'm going to do a journal card. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is that, I don't know if that's too big, but I think 5 by 3. That's almost like, oh, that's like an index card, isn't it? That's not a bad size, but I go 3.5. Let's do a 3, because I'm thinking, like, how much more room do I have here? 3. Let's do a 3. I want the tip of that mushroom. I want the mushroom cap there. Okay, and that little ladybug. All right. So now I don't really know what size that is. Anyhow, so I came home and I was just exhausted. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm so glad dinner's easy. I told Jason, well, I knew dinner was going to be easy. He found out when he got home. I said, we're going to do that Costco frozen lasagna for dinner, because I have a microwave down there that works, and I can cook it in there, and then I can do the garlic bread in the air fryer oven doohickey machine thing that I have. So 5. So 2.5. Okay, that'll work. Anyways, he's like, okay, sounds good to me. I was like, thank you. And then, because I'm making him a super yummy dinner for tonight. And he knew it. So I have those cut. And now, so anyways, I come down here and I get things going. So the microwave, I get the microwave thing going. Let's see. This is also, oh, so this one I stuck down to this very thin coffee dyed, stencil dyed paper, and it pops through. You can see it. I mean, like, I'm hoping that kind of works out and things happen, but if it doesn't, that's fine. But it was still so thin, so I put it on another piece of that 32-pound paper. So I literally created cardstock with it, because that's how thick it is. Let's go down. Let's do this one. Let's cut this way first. I want to do, see this, where that crease is? I kind of want to maybe follow that a little bit. Let's see, where does that land me? It's at 4 3/4. Let's go all the way to 5 then. Might as well go to 5. So I get going, and I got the lasagna going. So you have to put it in there with the cover thing on it for like 10 minutes, and then you take it out, and then you pull the plastic thingy back and put it back in there at 50% of the microwave for another 14 minutes, and then you let it rest for 5, right? Super easy. That's the way I like it. I like it easy. And so I'm thinking, okay, great. So now I'm going to get that little air fryer thing, that little oven thing, heated up. I grab the garlic bread. So what we do for garlic bread is I cheat, of course. I do cheat, and I like the way I cheat because it's great. So if I do 2.5, that's 3. Will that be 2.5 then already right there? Whoops. And I go to the store and I buy a garlic bread already garlicked, which if I really wanted to save money, I would just get the bread and do my own garlic spread. But I don't. I buy when they do the fresh breads, after they get it all smeared up and everything, and they put it in the bread part, I go and I get them. I buy 2 or 3 at a time, and then I bring it home and I slice them all up, and then I wrap them in the freezer stuff, and then I put them in the freezer, and then I just put them in a big freezer bag, and then I just grab a bundle out myself. We used to buy like that already prepped stuff with all the crap in it, so we don't do that anymore. So we do it this way. It's great. So, whoops. So I go and get my garlic bread. So I'm getting the thing heated up because I'm cooking it from a frozen state. So I unwrap it from all the plasticky stuff, and then I take and put it, is that 4? I think that might be nice to have a 4-inch one right there. So I take it and I, how big is this one now? 4.5. I don't think that's too big for some of the pockets. Do you think so? I do have that smudge right there. That little tear. I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is and see if I like it. Otherwise, I could take, let me see, if that is 4.5, and then I made it by 4.5, I would have a square. But sorry, that was a goofy laugh, but I just crack myself up sometimes. Like, hello, I mean, how much easier can your math get? I actually think I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to make a journal card like that. And then this piece I'll just have for fun. I mean, like, that's cute too, just like that. So anyways, I forget that I can't use that same wall where the plugs are with all these heavy duty things down here in the basement because it's overload. Everything's, sorry, I had to take a sip. Everything is in its own plug and it's straight to the wall. And but it's down in my basement, and this basement was already here. So anyhow, I blew a breaker. I was like, dang it. And I blew a breaker before I realized the breaker blew because lights didn't go out. Just my stuff stopped working. Well, the microwave stopped. So I instantly thought, oh, okay, microwave stopped. So I thought the 10 minutes was up. So I open up the microwave door. I pull off the plastic. And I'm looking at this lasagna and I'm thinking, that does not even look like it's supposed to look like before it goes in for the 14-minute thing at 50%. And then I look over at the little oven thing and it's the little digital screen is all blank, and I thought, oh no, I blew a breaker. So I went to go try to flip the breaker. Jason came down to help me, and then when he came down here, he gets it figured out. So this is like one way and the other. I think I'm gonna put this aside to cut in half. That one also, I'll make smaller pieces. This one, oh, the same. I like that. And so while he's down here, he's like, okay. He goes, where's the ink for my printer? His printer, because I had bought a new Epson printer a while back. I don't know if you remember, but I think I chatted about it. Anyhow, that way he quits printing stuff because he prints it from when he's upstairs. He's just printing stuff, and he never asks me if I have my expensive paper in there. Like, I got tired of going through it. So I just got another one anyways. I needed it. Okay. What am I doing? Pay attention, lady. And so I said, so he was down. He's like, where's the ink? I need to re-ink this. I was like, okay. So I go get the inks. And I say, here they are. And then I look over from where I'm at in the kitchen because I'm now back to my cooking stuff. And I look over at him and he's at the printer and he's like moving the inks around a lot. And it's an Epson. It's one of those Epson ones. So you just take the little, if you don't know, they're like a tube. So say it's like I don't know. Say it's like a tube. It's not this fat, but it's like a tube. So you just unscrew the cap and then you take it and then you flip open the little thing and you just pop it down. Ink does not go everywhere, okay, normally. And you pop it down in the thing, and it goes glug, 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 and then it automatically stops when it's done. And then if there's any ink left over, it's still in there. You just take your little thing off. Ink does not go everywhere, normally. And then you close it up and do the next color. Okay, so I'm looking over, and he's doing this thing. He's like, you know, all the stuff. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what is he doing over there? Because my friends, the printer that he's using is over by, see, I want a deeper cut. I want this to be a little tag, like a short tag. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? So we have mushrooms going this way, mushrooms going that way. That dragonfly, I kind of like this way. So dragonfly coming down. Yes, very, very fun. I'm gonna, I don't like doing it like this, but I'm gonna, I say this, but I do this like this a lot. Anyhow, so I'm like, okay, I get my stuff situated in my little kitchen, and then I come out here, I'm like, what's going on? Like, what are you doing? I'm worried because, like, I've got, like, books and papers and a lot of stuff over there, like, and he's, like, just flipping these things around. And so obviously there's an issue, and I don't want that issue to contaminate my stuff. And I gotta be careful, though, because Jason when he gets frustrated, which I could tell he was getting frustrated, he's not always, like, the nicest person to talk to. He's like, ruff, 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 ruff. It's almost like, so I'm like, okay, I need to go over there and do this. But I'm kind of a bulldog. Like, I'm, like, pushy. I'm like, let me in there. Anyways, I think this one, I think I'm just going to go around the corners on this and just make a cute little card. Later on, if I decide I want to make this a tag, whoops, get in there, I can do that. So he goes, I go, what's going on? He goes, I don't know. He goes, this ink's not working. It's not going in. I was like, okay. I go, hey, let me take a look at it. And so I'm looking at it. I go, oh yeah, these are those, whatever. There's a story behind these inks. I was like, okay, let me get the good ones. Let's try these. And so I grab a thing out and I put it on the thing, and I put it on the thing, And I'm like, oh, you can hear it. Well, I'm like, do you hear it? And we're listening and we're listening and we're listening. Oh my gosh, my friends. Let me show you. I don't know how to do this. So we have I have one of these really old wooden crate boxes, and I have it tipped up so that the opening faces out. And I have one printer sitting inside, my other one, my black and white one. And then I have his Epson on top sitting up there. So all of a sudden, I look down and I see that there's saturation on this wood next to my printer. And I see all these speckles of ink on my printer, on this white printer. So I'm like, oh my gosh, the ink is dripping. So I said, hold on. Well, I left the ink in there because I have paper towels, and I put them right down really quick because I already know in my mind, but I'm not saying it out loud, that ink is coming out like that. That means something's wrong, and we can't just pull that ink. I have to go get the rag, or I have to get something. So I take off. He pulls the thing off. I see that. I see the, oh my gosh. So I come running back in through our little makeshift kitchen in our tiny little area down here, which is not enough room for me to be running around like a wild woman, which is what I was doing. And I trip over this little tiny trash can that I had earlier that day moved out of the way from another area. Okay? You with me? I went flying, and Jason hears this commotion, and he turns around and he watches me fly into the table that's next to my chair with all this stuff on it, and I have like glass and pens and all this stuff. Nothing broke, but it's commotion loud, and I go crashing into it. And then it looks like I'm about to be ready to be saved, but then my foot slips in my shoe, and then I hit the other little basket that has my little blankets next to my chair, hits that, and then my knee goes into that, and then I go flying extra into the chair. I fully went face first into my chair with all these things, and then I don't know how I did it, but my body swiveled. I turned, and I landed with my butt in the basket. Oh my gosh. And I was just like, oh, my hand is hurting. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what is happening? He goes, and I stand up, and I don't know. I have to assess. I'm like, I don't know if I broke anything or what's happening, because, all the commotion, I don't feel it at the moment. And I know he's going to ask me something because he started to walk towards me. And I was like, don't talk to me yet. And I walked away, and I went into that little kitchen area, and then I must have hyperventilated. So I just stood up on my little tiny counter next to my counter, and I just bent over and laid my head down because, my friends, I'm too old to get down to the ground to do that because I wouldn't have been able to get back up. So I just lay there. I laid halfway, like over the counter with my head on the counter, which was great because the counter was nice and cool. And I was trying to just slowly breathe. I want that other deeper cut. Where's that one at? Let me see. And yeah, so that's that. So let me see. So we had that outage. We had the ink thing, and there was like 4 things that happened. It was like Jason and I were like, at this point in time, after the 4th thing, we were getting a little nervous. What else happened? I don't remember. It was crazy though. So we had that. I don't remember. I'll have to try to remember while I'm cutting these up. Okay. Yeah, see, I just like that little bit more deeper cut versus just this little tiny cut at the edge there. Do you see what I'm saying? I think I'm going to take this one down a little bit more. Oh, I know what it was also. So Jason, and part of it is chaos in our house, because we're still getting the kitchen done. So nothing's where it's supposed to be. Our refrigerator's in our living room. Our poor Maggie, her dishes are tucked away, but you got to walk past them. So, which I'm surprised neither one of us have ever bumped into them or anything like that. I think that one can stay that way, and that way I have a couple of different kinds. Let's see about these ones though. So he went to go he knew I was making dinner, so he went to go feed Maggie, and he grabbed what he thought was her empty food dish, and he grabbed her water dish that has water in it and just picked it up and poured water all over the living room floor where it was laying. And so he's up there cleaning that up. Then he comes down here, and then he comes down here because the breaker, I tripped the breaker, and then we have that ink fiasco. And then one more thing happened, and I thought, because I remember before I was even done cooking, I go, I'm kind of scared. I think we should just stop and just maybe fast tonight and go to bed. Maybe we should just go to bed. I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen, but there was one more thing. Because I remember telling him, like, we did our 3 things, and he was like, well, no. He goes, don't forget about that. I was like, oh, that's right, I forgot. So there was 4 things. Should I do this one? Let's just do it the short one. And see, yeah, I like that one. Okay, and then we'll just do that and that. So I thought, my gosh, like, does anybody else have, like, just, like, when one thing happens, like, it's just, like, everything. And you just wonder what's happening. What's going on? Let's see. There was one more thing. What the heck was it? Anyways, it was just wild. It was like the whole day was like that. Like, even at work, I mean, like, things weren't crazy happening at work. I just felt like I was on that hamster wheel. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe my energy was just, like, used up, scattered. I don't know. I kind of like that. And I think I did. Here's one way to find out what size hole I did. If I put it in the biggest one, see, I can still see a piece of that, so that I know I used the middle of the road. I'll do that one and that one. Are these the same size tags? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I like it. I like it like that. And then this, I actually like this just like this. I think this is going to be a cute journal card. So just in case I decide to go that angle, with this angle, I will do that. Just get them ready to go. Because honestly, I could just put like a piece of trim or something right there, or a really long, like one of these longer words that might fit on there. Lace and lavender dreams. Ooh, and that's kind of pretty because there is lavender. Oh, I wonder. Did we already do it? I'm not liking this color. So I did print these off on my cream colored cardstock, which I get this. There's a cream colored cardstock that I get at Hobby Lobby that I really like. It's not super heavy duty, and that's part of the reason why I like it. And I also, the price point's not bad. I mean, like, I get the 100 pack because I use it a lot. Yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and get some ink on this. Sorry, I keep sniffling. I've been editing my videos, trying to get all the sniffles that I come across off. I did not realize how many sniffles I had. And I know that it's a part of life, but I also know that sometimes if you're sniffling that much, maybe take a break. This is what I always say to myself and to my kids. And I'm like, just take a break. And I mean, and even when I've watched videos, like, I wish, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish she would just pause the video just for a second and blow her nose, because, but I know you don't realize how much you're sniffling unless it's like to the point where you actually have to blow your nose, because it's not sniffable anymore. Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of gross, sorry. But anyways, anyhow, all that to say is I had no idea how much I was sniffling until I was doing the editing. So I was trying to go back in the video and like stop it. And it's so hard because I'm like, I got to catch it and then I got to stop it and then edit the sniffle out. So I got a lot out. So even if you hear the sniffles on the videos, please know, my friends, I seriously was doing my very best to get them out as much as I could for you. So you didn't have to keep hearing me sniffle. And I wonder, as I'm saying this, if I've sniffled while I'm saying this. You're just like, well, Sandra, you just sniffled. So that's cute like that. I love it. I love it. Okay. Where is the middle though? This one is like 4. That's 4.5. Okay. And then this would be, those words are, let me go to here. The words go, I want to put them right in between the 3-inch mark. So how do I find that, you guys? It's too much math. I'm just going to eyeball it. Okay. That's overthinking it for sure. I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there like that. Let's see. What glue do I use? I think I'm going to use my Craft Bond all-purpose glue. And I'm also, because this is such a big thing, I'm ordered some new of these tips. And I'm going to put one on, I think I'm just going to try to put it on here and see if it will fit. Suppose I can just practice with that one. Let's see. Well, I wanted to put it here because I want to see where I'm going to cut it. That was what that was part of it. And then I can stitch around this. And then, let's see. Gosh, I wish I could remember that fourth thing because I think it was pretty funny. But I think it was more of a Jason episode thing. And I was like, well, I'm done with my 3, so that means you have 2 more to... And I told him, I was like, that means you have 2 more to go. He just started laughing. He was like, don't say that. But yeah, but I was able to get that figured out with the dinner and all that stuff. I just had to cook the lasagna, and then I could cook the bread. I was like, dang it. I will be so happy when all the counters are done, or the kitchen is done to the point where we can use it to cook and stuff in. The counters we'll be cooking in there and using it before the countertops go in, because you can, and part of me is like, I want to put lace underneath this, but the other part of me is like, just, I want to get something down. I don't want to put another thing in my to-do basket. But the guy, the countertop, the template guy, he came today. Well, that's a lot of glue. I'm not even paying attention. I don't really need that much glue. Sometimes. Okay, and then I'm just going to stick that on there. Anyhow, he came out and did all the measuring for the templates. I'm so excited. And then, so my sink in the kitchen, I went with the help of Brianne to help me pick out a sink. I like just a big open basin. I don't want a thingamajigger in the middle of it or on the side of it to separate my sink. I much prefer, over all the years of all the sinks I've ever had and all the places I've lived, my preference is to have one big open sink, and if I want a separation to put something in there for my separation. So that is my preference. So I'm glad Jason was like, because some things, like he doesn't like, and some things I don't like that he likes. See, that didn't get on there very good, that paper. But there's some compromises, but there's some things he doesn't care about, and that was one of them. The only thing he cared about with that was that because of the way our counters are, okay, well, first of all, let me tell you the sink I have. So I also have and what did he call it? I can't remember. It's an inset. It's not a farm sink. So a farm sink is where the outside of the sink, you can see it on the thing right here. I don't have that. I didn't want that. That's wasted space to me, for our kitchen, for my thing. I think they're beautiful, but I just didn't need that or want that. So anyways, he, oh, look, see, there's that little smudgy, so I'll have to do something with that, but that's pretty right there. So he went ahead and so because of that, he has to make a brace. He has to put it in from the below, and he's got to do some kind of bracing thing to set the sink, because it's a inside sink. I don't know how to explain it. Sorry. So the sink that we had before is the one that sits on top of the counter, like the rim right here, and then you put the stuff around. So that's the kind of sink we have. So anyways, it's going to be a while before we get the countertop, and he can't put our new sink in until the counter goes in because of the way he has to put it in. So he said, well, he goes, I'll just put the old sink back in for now until our countertops come in, and then I'll just do the new one. And I said, oh my gosh, don't do that. Because I don't think it's going to be that long. The guy said they're not that far out. They're not that far out on date. So I go for it. If it's going to only be like less than a month or less, I said, don't do that extra work. I'll just put kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm going up and down the stairs. I'm already used to that. Why don't we just continue that? And I'll just put the dishes in a bucket in one of my little containers, and I'll just carry them downstairs and wash them down here in the sink, and then do that. And he's so sweet. He's like, Sandra, he goes, it's really not that big of a deal. He goes, but I know he really hates any plumbing stuff. He does not. He can do a bunch of stuff, but it's not his favorite thing to do at all. And so he's like, it's not that big of a deal. He goes, it's easy. I'll just put that sink in for you up here, and then I will take it out and put the new one in. And I'm thinking, oh, that's true love. That's true love. When you try to talk your person out of doing something nice for you, and they're like, no, that's not happening. This is so. But yeah, I'm excited about I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Is that what I was going to do with that one? I don't remember. And I definitely need to get these little corners trimmed down. I'm going to use the biggie. because it's a big tag. Cute. All right. So I don't think, how much time do I have? All right. We've been on here for quite a while. So I think I'm going to, I'm just going to go ahead and get these, I think, inked up. These ones with the vintage photo. What about these ones? And I want to get this one. I'm not going to do it on camera, though. And then these ones, I do want to ink also, but there's pink right there. And this is like all blues and purples. And I don't really do a lot of stuff with these colors, so I don't know what I'm going to do with these because they don't match any of this stuff. These I can use because they're floral. I can put those in any of these. Not that they're going to go to there, but you know, whoops, wrong. There you go. Stay with that. So let me go find an ink really quick and see if I have one that I would like to do with this. What do I have in here? See, I have oxides. I have the distress oxides, but I really like to use just distress ink, and I don't have a whole lot of these colors. I do have them in the little ones. Let's see what I have. Let's see what's going on over here. Excuse me. Hello. Sorry. All right. Hello. Oh, gotta laugh at it. It's there. It's there. I got it. So I have the in the little cans here. So let's see what would be kind of pretty. This is this shaded lilac. Ooh. I don't know. That might be pretty. Yeah, that one could work. I don't think these blues are what I would be looking for here, or any of these ones. So what about this color? And I have to say, I really do like these. I wish I could find, I like this color a lot. I should probably go through here and find the ones that I love the most and just get those in the bigger pads. But I do like having these little ones because I don't always use all these little colors or all these colors all the time, but I like to have it when I want it. Let's see. Back to here. Oh, and I picked this up because I was thinking with this one, I don't know. It's like it's a green. Whoops. And these are very blue. But that would also work because it's got a lot of green in there. And then it's pink. Yeah, nope. I'm trying to talk myself into it. Were you saying that? Like, are you trying to talk me into it, Sandra? Or are you trying to talk yourself into it? This one is Wild Honey, which I mean, I like it a little. I kind of like it. I mean, I think it will give it that grungy look. That could work. That could work. Okay. Let's see if there's anybody out of this can. Don't think so. So, anyhow, put these back over here now. And I have these ones right here. Oh my gosh, look at it. I have these in here. It never made it home. That one goes into those cans. I'm going to stick it over there. This is what I want. I like archival inks too, and I really wish they made this peeled paint in a big one. I really, really wish they did. Really, really, really. Okay, those aren't going to work in here, so I'm going to put these ones away. And I actually want to put them upside down. All right, and that's okay. Let's see. Now, what do I need? I need a little pad. So let me turn these over, and I will grab, let me see, we'll grab this one. I don't use this one all the time. I wonder if it goes to one of those. I don't think so. So, this is the wrong way. Ooh. And we'll take this one off. Okay, we'll put those over there. So when I look at it like that, I'm wondering, I just don't know. I just don't know. Oh, we have these little ones that we can cut in half. Let's practice with these. Where'd my cutter go? This is, let me see, 8. This is 4 1/4. These are 4 1/4. So that means it would be 2 1/2 1/4. So 2 1/2 1/4 to be in the middle, right? That doesn't make any sense. No, 4 1/4, so that'd be 2. Did I measure that right? No, I sure didn't. Oh, okay, 5 1/2. So 2 1/2. And then maybe like a little smidgen right there. They don't have to be exact. That's good enough. And then 2 1/2, and then I'll find the sweet spot where the thing is clicking it or hitting. Get that little dragonfly there. So 2 1/2, and then maybe like right there. All right. I have 4 to play with before we end for this day. Actually, I don't know if it'll be the day, but it'll be for this moment anyways. Okay, I'm not even going to worry about doing that part. I'm just going to do this. Let's do this one first. Get inky, inky, inky. Get some ink on there. So I was thinking this color because it's also pink on the back. And that bluish purple. I'm not loving it. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like the, what do you call it? What's that ink? Like office ink, like when you're trying to re-ink your stamp. That's kind of what that's reminding me of, and I'm not in love. Let's try this one. I want to be in love. I love to be in love. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I like it on that side. I think I just needed that brightness. It brings in with all the mushrooms. So it's like, I just feel like when I put that on there, that mushroom was like, boom, I'm here. I'm here. I'm higher. Okay, let's turn it around and see if we like it on the other side too. Yeah, because this is pink. Yep, and I do like pink and yellow, pink and orange, and that's basically, this is like an orangey yellow kind of. I don't know. It's pretty. Oh, there's a lot of ink on that little pad, isn't there? Sheesh. Getting a little wild, but I like it. What do you think? I like that so much better than that blue one. Where'd that go? I don't even know. Is it this? Was it this one? Was it, maybe. Yeah, it's right there. It's that little bit of blue. Hopefully we can cover it up. It just gets really brighten this up. Well, I'm going to do something to the edges anyways. And then also, I mean, like if I really wanted to do something fun on the back of this, I can just do just a little, well, which way's up, girl? This way. I think that way would be up. I can just do a little. I don't know. Where do I go? This is quite kind of big, but there's like a little butterfly and a dragonfly. Gosh, well, you think this would be easy, but it's not. I'm on the spot. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm just going to go with this one. I think what it is I don't want those big petals. I just want like these little ones right there. And I actually like to use those. Oh my gosh, Maggie. No, see, I don't like that. I need it to be bigger. How about these little blossoms right there, coming up with that little butterfly right there. And then we grab something in here that's not clean because, you know, like this is not clean. I don't want a different color. Okay, I guess it is clean. Never mind. I'm a liar. On an accident. I'm an on accident liar. Okay. This is going to be much better. So we'll put that there and these ones here. Yes. See, that's what I was going for. Where'd that other card go? Let's try it again without all the messy. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, so I actually can do, maybe I'll do it this way. Is it this way? Jeez, so violent. All right, I'm thinking like this. Either that. Like, it's not rocket science, is it? Okay, we'll go all the way down here. So I don't want to get this big. I want these little blossoms here. And I just want a light. Oh, that's not all the way on the card. Is that okay? We'll find out. But I have this one here, like this and like that. And that one there. There's just a lot of ink on that. Okay. It's too light, but put another one there. And then maybe it's all going that way. Maybe I need to bring this one. Turn it this way, and these little flowers can like pop, like they're tipping down. Goodness. Okay, I need more practice with my stencils. Maybe I need another one of those things over there. Let's see. This one can go that way, and that one can be on there all the way. Yes. Gosh dang it. And then maybe another little bit like coming in. All the same color. Okay, there we go. I think I don't know if I did any justice to that, but you see what I'm saying, right? Isn't that cute? I like that. Okay, so I got to keep this one out. I like the wild honey with this one. And I think they're all going to get the wild honey. Is that what it is? Wild honey. So wild honey, we'll do distress, or distress, we'll do vintage photo on that one. And I'll just probably use this. I have more stencils. I'll probably find a few more and then just get them all jazzed up. So my plan is, I need to buy some stuff to go ahead and seal these up with. I don't want to create them until I get them sealed first. So I'm going to work on that. But I think in the meantime, I can possibly make some pockets. But this is where this project's going to stay for a moment. I'll put it in its basket and it will go on the shelf. But I will get these ones inked, of course. And then they don't have to go in with this. They can just go in my tag stash maybe. I don't know. Anyhow, tell me what you think. I haven't done anything to this one. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I just want journal cards or a little notebook. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed my little chaotic video. And if I ever remember the fourth thing that happened to us, I will remember to tell you. But until then, I hope you enjoy all your moments, my friends. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.